Well, at the 2024 Gympie Music Muster, and my next special guest is Beth Lucas. Hello.
Hello, Shaz. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Nice to be catching up in the veranda bar backstage here at the Muster. How about it?
It's beautiful. I didn't realise it was so VIP. I feel very special to be here.
Well, it's been a bit of a whirlwind for you because you were just down at the Brisbane Ekka.
I was,
Because you were last year's, 2023 winner of their talent search competition?
That's right. Yes, so I had part of my prize. Oh, there's so many parts to the prizes. So part of my prize was to perform all throughout Ekka last week. So I think I did about 18 hours of singing at the Ekka, and it was just a treat to be able to perform in front of really just a new crowd every single day. And I had about 3 hours every day to do that.
My goodness.
And then my performance today is also part of that prize. So getting to play the Muster, which is, of course, a dream festival to play, and getting, a 45-minute slot. I've got a dobro player coming in. He should be arriving any time now.
Yes.
And, we're going to play a lot of originals, actually.
Yeah, you can squeeze a lot into that. What was it, a 45-minute set?
Yep. Yeah, so it's going to be very excited for that one, actually, because my dobro player, we don't get to play together too often, so the opportunity came up and I thought this is going to be perfect. So
why not? If it's going to be somewhere, it's got to be the Gympie Music
Absolutely.
Muster.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, another part of your prize was a recording session, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
That has led to your new song, which is officially out.
It has, yes.
So tell me more.
Well, again, so many layers to this story. Part of the prize was to record at Airlock Studios, which is owned by Ian Hogue from Powderfinger. And just that experience itself was so incredible. I actually had a bit of an emotional moment walking through. I've done a little bit of studio recording, but not a whole lot. But going into that studio, there's so much history in there. And to now be able to have my name on that list of artists is just, words can't really describe it. It's just a really pivotal moment. Like winning the Ekka last year has opened so many doors for me. And part of that prize with the Airlock Studios, we recorded 2 songs. One Stoplight Town, which is my most recent single that came out about a week ago, I think, and Sweet, which will be the next one, and I'm going to put that out as a little Airlock Sessions release.
Yeah.
So
nice. That is exciting. So it's One Stoplight Town.
Correct. Yeah.
So tell me, what's the story behind that one?
Well, when I wrote it, it was sort of when I had first sort of come into the country writing space, and it's not really about anyone in particular. I just kind of wanted to write a story about young love. And I grew up in a small town. It's got a few more traffic lights than one, but, growing up in a small town and, love can sort of feel like, one of the lyrics in the song is like, speeding down the highway. And I think when you're young and like a first time love, it can definitely feel like that. It's just like a little bit of a love story. And when I wrote it originally, it was called Pick Me Up. And there was 2 parts to the chorus, and the second part of the chorus was something totally different. And I took it to a songwriting workshop, and I'd been playing it live for a little while as Pick Me Up. And I took it to the songwriting workshop, and it was critiqued by a panel of Lynn Botel, Alan Caswell, and Roger Corbett. And they were all sat in the audience, and I'm just thinking, okay, play the song, whatever, they'll give me a little bit of feedback. And they all said at the end, that song is not called Pick Me Up. It's called One Stoplight Town. That's your tag, because it happened in the first part of the chorus. And they said, go repeat whatever you're doing in that first part, repeat that again. It doesn't have to be the same lyrics, but repeat that structure. And your song's called One Stoplight Town. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So I trusted what they said because I respect all of them incredibly as, artists and songwriters. And I'd never had a song critiqued before, so I was a little bit nervous about that. I was like, what do I do? I've been playing it this way for so long. And then, just went away and sort of chipped at it for a little bit. And then, the final version is what you've got now. Yeah. And, it was good for me, obviously challenging because I've never had to do that before. But also it kind of opened up a little bit of the storyline to take it in not a different direction, but added a bit more to the weight of the storyline. So
another layer.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very grateful for that experience. And it was funny on the day because usually all 3 of them don't agree on whatever criticism they're giving to artists. So usually, you know, one will have one opinion, someone will have another opinion, but they all sat there and they went, oh, this is never happens. We all agree on the same thing. So I'll take that. And yeah, it's just a fun song, and I love playing it. The crowds love it. It kind of sounds a little bit like Wagon Wheel at the start, so I kind of trick people into
that's going to be the song coming up. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, and everyone, it always gets people off their feet, and then it goes into something else, but they usually stay on their feet, which is good.
Yeah. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And I know when we spoke in January, there was a new song out then. I think it was it Rearview Mirror?
Yeah, Rearview Mirror. Yep.
Because I vividly remember that interview, because not only was it part of our festival coverage, but it was the first time that song actually went to air on radio.
Yes.
And I remember how emotional that was.
That was
I'm glad we had tissues in the studio. But I think for me, it was kind of it was an eye-opening experience, because I kind of got to see that raw emotion. Yeah. We don't always see that, you know, behind the scenes. Yeah. And what, you know, when a song is finally released after so much hard work and effort has gone in behind the scenes, to have it out there in the world.
Definitely. Yeah, it is. Every song, I think, is a work in progress. And even after a song's release, you go back and go, oh, I might have done that little bit differently. But yeah, January was, really, I think that's a memory that I'll have for a very long time. But yeah, that song, of course, important in my musical journey. And then this one's a little bit more lighthearted. So yeah, it's like, I think it's a nice contrast and follow up. So
well, it's definitely being added to the 2TM playlist in Tamworth.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
And looking forward to featuring that song as well. So, I mean, there's still plenty of 2024 to go.
Yep.
What's still to come for Beth Lucas?
Well, I've got, apart from my gig today, I'm a top 12 finalist in the Muster Talent Search.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no pressure. It's, the talent pool. And I said this about Eka, you know, the talent pool, and just in general, the talent pool in Australian country music is so incredible. So, yeah, to be recognised in a top 12 in such a prestigious talent search is, a really, like, you know, no matter how far I go in it, to be a semi-finalist is, you know, a tick of the box for me. But yeah, my semi-final is on Saturday at 12 o'clock in the Dodge Tavern, if anyone's around. And then depending how that goes, we'll definitely be seeing more of me, but it might be a lot more, or it might be a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, will we see you back in Tamworth come January?
Yes, you will. Yeah, we've already started booking some shows. I've got a handful with the Three Birds and the Truth, so Amber Kenny and Joe Casely, and then I've got a couple of little solos. So going to be taking it a little bit of a step back than what I did last January. I think I played 13 shows in 5 days or something. But yeah, really just excited to get back to Tamworth and enjoy the festival a bit more too.
Yeah, well, we look forward to seeing you back in Australia's country music capital, and look forward to having you back in the 2TM studio when you're in town. And you mentioned that there's another single.
Yes, sweet.
Is it coming out before the end of the year?
I hope so. Yeah, I do. In the studio session that we had, I didn't get to record my vocals. I was a bit sick that day, so we just did instrumentals. So I haven't done my vocals for Sweet yet, but that is the plan. Hopefully before the end of this year, ahead of Tamworth. And yeah, just get those songs out, because you know, I've handed the reins over for the Eka this year. I'm no longer the champ. We've got a new one, Matt Geiger.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll just get that one out and on to the next one, I suppose.
Well, it sounds like there's the high chance that we'll be catching up before 2024 is done and dusted. But for now, I'll let you enjoy your muster experience.
Thank you.
Good luck in the talent search here, and of course all the performances on stage. And it's been so nice to catch up with you.
Thank you so much for having me
here at the 2024 Gympie Music Muster.
Thank you.